Hello everyone and welcome back to Formal Reviews. I'm your host Formal, and today I'll be doing another comic book review. The comic I'll be taking a look at today is Batman Arkham Asylum, Tales of Madness #1, published by DC Comics in 1998. Let's start by taking a look at the cover art. First off, I'm going to say, and just put it out there, I didn't care for the looks of the characters on this cover. I think the lettering is pretty good, the background looked fine. It's just something about the characters I just didn't like. To me, there was little consistency in the proportions of the characters. I know this isn't going to be like everybody's concern, but the way Scarecrow and Riddler just look so different, it was just, in my opinion, just made it look bad. Like Scarecrow, his head just didn't look right. It was just like a pin almost. And I just don't feel like that represents, is a good representation of Scarecrow. Personally, if I saw this comic on the shelf, I wouldn't even think of purchasing it. The only reason I decided to give it a chance, it was a DC Universe Infinite, and I didn't have to pay for reading it. For me, the story is like the only saving grace from this book. The book consisted of 3 chapters. I think they were all right overall, like nothing amazing, but also if they weren't bad, they kept my attention throughout the whole time reading. If I had to choose a favorite from the 3, it'd be the 3rd one. I just liked the ending of the 3rd story and didn't see it coming personally. Nothing else really jumped out at me like that I want to mention from the story without spoiling anything. For me, this artwork was not a style I liked at all. I think the only character that didn't look off to me was Killer Croc. I'm not sure if this was a trial art style for other books, but I just don't think it fit any of the characters too well. And to me, I've seen other ways that they've just been portrayed better. And this ranks towards like the bottom of the list for me. I can see how some people would like this style, but for me, it didn't work. Honestly, out of all the reviews I've done so far, this is probably the most I've struggled to pick a favorite panel. Everything just felt off in the comic for me, artwork-wise. Either it was weird proportions, or goofy-looking characters, or just dull backgrounds. If I had to choose one, though, I found it on page 14. This is a panel of a close-up with Killer Croc, which is like the only character I enjoyed from the book. Overall, I think this is a lower tier book in my opinion. For me, the artwork is a big deal in a comic, and if I don't like the look of it, I'm not going to feel as drawn into the world. The story was good enough to like hold me reading through the whole thing. I wouldn't recommend purchasing it unless you can get it for a few bucks physically. But if you enjoy just reading for the story and don't mind the artwork or enjoy this style of artwork, it's definitely worth a read if you have DC Universe Infinite. With all that being said, I'm going to give this book an overall score of a 3.5 out of 10. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has made it this far in the video. If you have anything you think I should add to these reviews, let me know in the comments. If you're down there, let me know what you thought of this issue, if you have read it, or if you plan on reading it after this video. I have been your host Formal, and I will see you in the next video.